morning. It's Friday morning, July 21st. This is going to be my last entry probably in the start of a reseller series. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. So I have about 30 minutes until I'm going to leave for the thrift store. So before I leave, I have some listings that are going to end in about 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and end those, click sell similar on those, send out some offers if I have them. And I have a few orders that I need to pack up. Some things I might get in the mailbox today, and then the rest I'm going to do it for a package pickup tomorrow. If I get enough of them done, I might even just stop at the post office. I think I'm going to be passing by the post office, so it wouldn't be a big deal to drop them off there. Which I can't put them in my mailbox because I have the world's tiniest mailbox. So I always have to request a package pickup. But my mail person is usually pretty decent about picking them up. I would say they get the packages about 90% of the time. I used to put notes in my mailbox that would say packages by the door, but they don't like that. So yeah, I always have to do a package pickup request, which you can't do it for that same day. It has to be next day. Anyways, I'm rambling. I also have to order bubble wrap because all I've got left is this. And luckily I don't have anything breakable going out today. At least I don't think I do. I do have one toy. This one baby toy. I'm going to wrap a little bit in that bubble possibly, or some brown craft paper if I have it. But yeah, I'm going to order that bubble wrap. Let me go ahead and do that first before I forget actually. So right now I've been ordering bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy. I've been happy with it up until the last couple of orders. And you might be wondering, why are you ordering from them again if you didn't like it the last time? Well, I don't have the brain capacity right now to figure out who else I can get bubble wrap from that might be better. So I'm just going to order that for now. I've got that coming. The great thing about them is it does typically come in a day or two. So that's fantastic. So I'll probably have that. I mean, heck, I've even gotten it next day. So definitely I'll have it by Monday when I have more shipments going out. So, okay, so as soon as I order that, what I do is I go into my spreadsheet and I have a tab for supplies, and I'm going to go ahead and type it in. So that was $59.10 for American Bubble Boy. And then I'm going to put today's date. And then it adds it all up. So far this year I've spent almost $550 on supplies. That's largely bubble wrap, but also things like tape, batteries, sponges, bleach, and anything like that you use for a business you need to keep track of. So that's in my spreadsheet there. But I do things as I go. So at the end of the year, it's a lot easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a lot easier because I've done a bulk of the work along the way. Anyways, so for bubble wrap, I like the giant rolls. These are the 24-inch rolls. I get one that is the small bubble and one that is the medium bubble. The small bubble is good for, for most things. The small bubble wrap is good for most items. So toys, action figures, little figurines, like ceramic figurines, stuff like that. The big one I like to use on heavier, more breakable items. For example, like DVD players or typewriters. Yeah, I've sold a couple of typewriters. Things that are bigger and heavier where it's just going to completely annihilate these tiny bubbles. I like to get both of those. This is perforated every 12 inches, so it does make it easy to tear. I do like that. You know, you could tear off a little strip that you need. And like I said, I like the 24-inch. I think it's easier to wrap things, especially let's say like this. The other size, I think, is a 12-inch, and that's just not enough for me to go around something, for most things anyways. And since you can rip it real easy, there you go, okay? That's what I like that. Yeah, bubble wrap's getting expensive, $60. I want to say last year it was $25 a roll, so I think I was paying like $50 with tax and everything. It was probably even cheaper than that. So I had to go back and look at my sheet. Anyways, yeah. Crazy. So I'm sending out offers, and when I do this, the offer amount varies. Sometimes I'll do $5, sometimes I do $10. It depends on the total item price. So obviously, the more expensive the item is, the higher the discount that I give is. Also, how long I've had the item. If I've had something for like 6 months or a year, I'm more willing to give a larger discount. Now, I do try to recheck my comps I would like to say every 6 months or so, but that doesn't always happen. So again, if I have something that I feel like it's been sitting there for a while, I will send a higher offer to hopefully get that item sold. I also do click this box down here that says automatically send offers. So as long as that item is live, as long as that looker or watcher has offers, send offers eligible, whatever, clicked, they will get that offer. So I'm not going to have to click, let's see this watch. Let's say somebody in an hour comes by and looks at it and saves it. I'm not going to have to resend an offer. It's going to send that same offer that I'm just sending right now. So that is a time saver. And because I end listings and sell similar every 30 days, that's going to keep things fresh too. And I do like to send offers as soon as I can because I figure somebody is out there looking for the item. They might be price shopping, price checking now. So I just send them every day, all day long, whenever they pop up. It's easy to do it on eBay. I think it's a little bit harder to send offers on Poshmark and Mercari. So on Mercari, once an offer is sent on an item, it sends that same offer to everybody on that watcher's list again. So let's say you had an item for $30, the first offer goes out at $27, and let's say buyer A has already got that offer. Buyer B comes by and then looks at it. You can't send that $27 offer again. Now you've got to send a lower amount, which is like $26 or whatever. It just keeps going lower and lower and lower. Poshmark, because there's so many notifications, I find it harder to keep track of where I've already sent offers. So again, I just do that every single day. Do I get a lot of people that buy from an offer? Not necessarily. But I think it keeps things moving. You just never know. It's just like throwing darts at a wall, playing the lotto. I'm putting it out there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's always worth doing. It doesn't take that long, like I said, especially on eBay. So like Mercari and Poshmark, I will send those offers typically when I'm like listing, like in between listings, I'll send out a few offers at a time. But I'd love to know what your strategy is on sending offers, if you've got something that's possibly better. I've also tried sending offers only on Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays, and that really didn't do anything. That just takes me a lot longer. So when Friday comes around and I've got 70 offers to send, obviously that takes me a lot longer than just doing it a few here and a few there. But I would love to know what you do on the offer situation. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and ship out this item. So here's how I take care of bookkeeping. I do it again as I go. So I copy the description here and then I go into my Google Sheets. So the last available sale, and then I paste it here. That's Control Shift V, so that way it doesn't make a link. And then I will type the amount that the buyer paid. Okay, so that's $43.85. And I do that on eBay, only how much the buyer paid. And I do that total amount because your eBay fees are totaled off of that total amount that the buyer pays. That's why I put that amount. Then I will go ahead and ship the item. So I'm going to click purchase shipping label, and we're going to pack this up. Now, this is a baby toy. It doesn't need a whole lot of packing, but okay. So I'm not sure if this is going to end up going ground or priority with the new rate changes. Sometimes ground is cheaper, sometimes priority is cheaper. It really depends. Let's see what it's quoting me here. It looks like ground is telling me it's going to be about $10.03 and priority is $13.33. So we're going to start off with trying to get this packed up as a ground package to save us $3. Got my beautiful recycled box. I get boxes from my neighbors. They save them for me. A lot of them even just throw it on my doorstep. So they save their boxes in their garage and then they just bring them to me. Some of them I do go get. So put some of that brown packing in there. Boom. Easy enough. This is a nice sturdy box. Handy dandy tape gun. I'm going to even tape up the bottom just in case. So we're going to weigh it. That's 2 pounds, 11 ounces. I do need to measure this one because I'm not positive that these are all under 12 inches on each side. So I don't measure the boxes each and every time because the rates don't change unless you are shipping something over 1 cubic foot. So anything larger than 12 inch by 12 inch by 12 inch. But you could have, let's say, a side that's 20 inches long and then the other sides are only 5 by 5, maybe the same. So anyways, I don't measure every time is what I am telling you, unless one side looks like it's bigger than 12. But yes, I do weigh every single time. Because sometimes I overestimate the boxes, so like, sometimes I might have put like, this is a 5-pound box, and in reality it might have only been a 3-pound box. And so I might end up paying less for that. Do I end up refunding the customer that fee? No, I don't. Because they agreed to that fee on top already, and it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and print out this label. It was exactly what I quoted the customer. So $10.03. I did charge the customer $11.03. I do have a $1 handling fee in there, and that helps cover things like supplies and a little bit of fees. Not really. It used to cover a lot of the fees back when eBay was cheaper, that $1 handling fee. I have experimented by taking away that $1 fee, and the amount of orders I got did not change, so I added it back in. So, I mean, it may not seem like a lot total, but let's say I've had 539 orders this year. Like I said, I just added that dollar on. If I would have had it the entire year, that would have added another $539 throughout, for my profit, basically. Anyway, so that's just a little, tip. I do pass on my rate discount to the customer also. So not everybody does that. Some people will charge the customer the rack rate, but I give them the discounted rate, and I just charge them the extra dollar handling fee. So anyways, that's what I do. If you do something different, I would love to hear about it. I'd love to hear why. I mean, I'm just always curious to see what other people do, because, a lot of times you at eBay, you don't always know what everybody else is doing unless they share it, and some people are a little funky when it comes to, like, the money or the insider. It's not insider information. We're not trading stocks or anything, but, certain information they don't think, to share it because they may not think it's relevant. So I'm curious what you do on terms of shipping and everything. So anyways, I'm going to get this out, but I'm going to get out to the thrift store. I didn't get to my other packages because I was doing this video, but I will see you later. So I forgot to go back on the shipping thing. So on the second cell here, I do input how much I was charged for shipping, so that was $10.03. I'll enter that, and so that'll tell me $33.81 is how much I made off of that. That's not obviously accurate because that doesn't figure into fees, my inventory cost, yada, yada, yada. I do have my inventory on a separate tab, so that figures it out total in the end. And then in terms of eBay fees with taxes and everything, I have that on another page where I input that from what eBay does. Now, why don't I do that every single time? So the reason I don't use a spreadsheet that figures out the eBay fees as you go is because I don't think they're entirely accurate. eBay fees vary widely. I don't even think if you did a test on an eBay executive, they can even tell you what the fees are, because they vary per category, the day, the way the wind blows, yada, yada, yada. There's no true rhyme or reason. Like, the final value fee it varies, okay? There's all too many things that go into it. Plus, what if I did a promoted listing? It's not figuring that in there. So the promoted listing fees, ad standard fees, all that other stuff, it doesn't get figured in. Any hoot. So at the end of the month, I input my fees from eBay again into a separate cell. So everything in the end is figured out. So like I said, I'm not taking care of the fees or inputting fees daily, but I am entering my sales as I do them and my shipping rate as I do them. Oh, the reason I do input my shipping rate separate and I check it is because sometimes I don't think eBay does it correctly. I can actually tell you last year, my total amount was off by over $1,000. And I think what had happened was when they had switched to managed payments, something went wonky in there, and yeah. So that's why I keep track of the shipping fee so I can compare it at the end of the year to their figure. But let's say on Mercari and Poshmark, it will tell you what your cut is. So let's say I sold a $25 item and I made, let's say $18 is what Mercari is going to cut me. I type in the $18 and then that's it that I put in my cell. Same thing with Poshmark. Poshmark will tell you exactly what they're going to cut you. Facebook Marketplace will tell you exactly what your cut is. And then I just put it in there, okay? That's just what I do. I find that easy for me, personally. I did way better in there than I even anticipated. Normally when I go in this store, it's so high priced, and they usually don't have that much, which they still didn't have that much, but they were bringing out carts left and right. And a lot of the times the employees don't even let me look through the carts. They're just pushing them through like they're on the Daytona 500. And if you try to put your arm in, they'll like snap it off. But there were a few employees that were letting me look through the carts as they were bringing them out. So I'm really shocked I got as much as I did. It looks like I have a lot in my cart, but I did have that big laundry basket that I'm keeping for myself, and the comforter, which takes up a ton of space. And then a few of those beanies and the Squishmallow are probably going to go to my daughter, because yeah, she needs another stuffed animal. But anyways, I'm really happy. So I should be good. I'm hoping for at least the first half of next week. Typically I go to the thrift stores twice a week at least, sometimes 3 times a week. It really depends. So I'm off to a good start for next week, because I still have stuff that I got last week on Saturday, plus the stuff I got today. We're in good shape. So anyways, time to go home. Well, first off, time to go pick up the kids, go home, and we'll see what kind of energy level I have after I eat some lunch, if I'm going to get any listings done today. Probably not. I was hoping to only be in the store for like 2 hours, and I think I was in there for 3. So, and I still got a few stops to do. Anyways, I'll see you later. And we're back. So I've had lunch. I feel a little rejuvenated, but mostly tired. It's 4:30 now. We eat dinner at 7:30, so I've got a few hours until dinner time. I want to get some listings done, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time getting stuff prepped. I would like to get 5 to 10 things listed today. I don't know if that's going to happen. If I can get 5 done, I think that's realistic. I started logging things into my spreadsheet and getting drafts done. I have some clothes that need some further prep. I'm going to do those on Monday. But like, I have these shoes that need to be washed off and rinsed before they get listed. I've got this jacket, which probably is ready to go. But I have this jacket that has a spot on it, and I can't tell because it's so dark if this is like a little moth hole possibly, or if it just needs to be washed. I think it's a moth hole. Anyways, I am going to put these to the side for Monday, just because I'm on such a limited time constraint. I know I've said I want to touch things once. I do. But I also want to get stuff listed, and I'm not starting off with a fresh day. I've already been through more than half of the day as it is. So these are going to go on Monday's to be listed thing, but they will get listed Monday. When I was at the thrift store last week, I got these bags of toys. Looks like fun bags. So I've got Starlinks, and then there's some like Star Wars figurines in here. Some of these might be vintage. I'm not sure. I have a love-hate relationship with toy bags. Love it because I'm probably gonna make a decent amount of money off of this. But I am going to have to research each individual piece, which is going to be extremely time consuming. I'm going to assume for these 2 bags, it's probably going to take me hour and a half easy to go through them. Maybe it won't be so bad, because I have a feeling a lot of it's going to be Starlink. This is all together in this one bag, but there are Starlink pieces in these other 2 bags. So that's going to be Monday also. But when Monday rolls around, these will be ready to go, because I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, get those washed and ready. So I'll just have to deal with the toys on Monday. So what am I going to list? I'm going to list this foot bath, foot massager thingy. I need to open that up. I have no idea what this says. Someone wrote a personal note on here. 8 Nell and Kenya Rudy. It was supposed to be Aunt Nell. I don't know. Maybe that's who gave it to him. Weird. Batteries finally came for my Slug Terror thing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. They're from Burma. Burma Cell, like Burma Shave. No, probably not. Does anybody even know what Burma Shave is? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Well, after all that waiting to get these batteries, the dang thing doesn't even work. Yes, I tested the batteries. It's not the batteries. I watched a video on YouTube to make sure I was using it correctly. And yeah, I am. It's just a dud. So then I even searched Slug Terra wrist whatever doesn't work. I can't find a solution for it, so I'm just gonna list it as is. There's only 2 of them listed right now for $25. Maybe I'll put 20 on mine. Maybe someone that's handier can fix it. I don't know. Just kind of real disappointing after waiting a week for these batteries. Because, first off, whatever happened to Amazon 2-day Prime shipping? I never get anything in 2 days. This I ordered on Sunday, and today's Friday. I just got it today. Just got it. So that's like 4 or 5 day shipping. Ridiculous. Oh, and I forgot. Yesterday I had pulled out this vacuum fresh saver thing, rechargeable. Needs to make sure it works. And it does. So I'm going to clean that up and list that. Oh, there's like a bug in here. Ugh. Like a little bug floating around in there. Ugh. Oh man. Am I going to be able to get that out? There's 2 of them. Holy okay. Oh, it comes off. Okay. Whew. We're good to go. That's clean. Let's get to listing. So I think one of the most important things to keep in mind is to try to be flexible, but to keep things moving. Stay at least semi-organized. I mean, you can tell from this room here that I'm not the most organized person, but, you know, I'm keeping it moving, trying to keep things quickly in and out. I mean, things cannot sell if you do not list them, so I try to go through things as quickly as possible. Now, typically, I do not go thrifting again until I am down to almost my last little bits. Like, let's say I like to list, 15 items a day. I normally would not go thrifting until I know the next day I'm not going to have 15 items to list. Yeah, so I did go today because my kids wanted to go to my mother-in-law's house to spend the day there, and that's just, what I like to do. I might as well go to the thrift store while they're having fun over there. But now I'm set up to start off a good week next week. So I should not have to go to the thrift store next week until at least Wednesday, Thursday maybe. I still have that Frozen Lego set. This Frozen Lego set that I got on my thrift trip with my sister that I need to put together with my daughter. Hopefully we'll get to that during the week. That big bag of toys that I'm going to take a work on. Hoping I'm going to get several lots out of that. There'll be at least 2 or 3 lots there because I got the Starlink and Star Wars, if nothing else. Like, if those action figures aren't worth selling individually, they'll at least be able to be sold as sets. So, and then also, I bought this DVD player at the thrift store last week, $6. I was going to save it for my kids for when we go on vacation. I got one at the church sale a couple of months ago, I think for 75 cents. That was in one of my church haul videos. And we kept that. We were going to use it on the trip. Well, I didn't realize it takes a regular outlet, and I didn't bring an adapter for in the car, so we didn't use it. Anyways, long story long, both of my kids have laptops. I need to see if their laptops can take a disc, because I know not all can. If they can, I might sell these. Now, they're not worth that much, but, we'll see. I was saving them for us to use, but now I'm like, is this kind of redundant if we already have a laptop that can read a DVD? Let me know. Would you still keep these even if you did have a laptop that can read a DVD? I mean, these are a lot more portable, I suppose. Yeah, let me know what you would do. Ugh. White powder on there. White powder. I'm sure that's not anthrax. remember anthrax. That's not funny. Anthrax is not funny. Anthrax is not funny. But anybody remember anthrax? I'm sure that's like some kind of foot powder or something. That just wiped right off. Paper towel. Luckily, this foot thing looks pretty much brand new. Yeah, looks great. The box itself looks disgusting. Nasty. It looks like it got wet or something. Maybe they had a leak in their bathroom. I'm debating if I'm going to put this box in the listing because it looks so disgusting. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to start it off with no box, but put it back in the box. I don't know. Because this thing actually you know what? No, I am going to take a picture with it together and then show the box condition separately. But I'm going to put this massager in front of it because somebody just might want it to store it in. And then if they can see the box, they can see maybe better what it is. Let's see. I might want to take off the price here first, huh? Dollars I paid for this, and there were none listed. The last one, or the highest one that is sold for 80, but the highest Dr. Scholl's foot massager sold for, I think, 100. So because there are no other ones, I am going to list it for 100. And then if I land at 80, that's fine. But there's no chance of me getting 100 if I don't even ask for 100 right off the bat. And I'm gonna erase this Aunt Nell, Kenya, Randy, whatever thing, hopefully. It's rubbing alcohol. Usually that works for Sharpie. It's coming off okay, but not as great. So we're gonna switch. Acetone, aka nail polish remover. 100% acetone. This is the high potent stuff. So you gotta be real careful with this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's doing it, baby. There's still gonna be a shadow because it's still wet into like the cardboard. But that looks a whole lot better. So I'm holding this lamp to the side because I'm getting glare. Also, you know what? I think I do want to plug this in. There we go. Oh man, I might have to try this before I sell it. I might change my mind. I want to show it working. Look at that. Oh my god, that's loud. Holy smokes. Oh my god. Don't know if I got a turbo. Wow. You know, I will not be keeping this, but I do want to take a video of it working. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's so loud, and it's kind of like putting my feet to sleep. It's almost like a numbing feeling. I don't like it. Oh. Okay, so that's 3 items I've taken pictures of so far. It's 5:20. I know I gotta shut the photo glamour shot portion of the day down by 6 because it will take me an hour, give or take, to list, you know, whatever I've got. So I pulled out my items from the thrift store last week. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna end up listing on eBay and what stuff is gonna get that I'm gonna keep. But so let me show you what I got. I've got this little hanging basket. This is to keep. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick this in my laundry area to put on the wall, put some stuff in it. That was $1. Poncho for my son. Provided these aren't worth anything, these are going to my son. Also these pizza planets, you know, alien pizza, pajama pants. Those are cute. Ooh, yeah, I got this for me probably. Look at this shirt. Ah, love it. Forgot about that one. I need to wash that. I just love that. That is an oldie. Look at this. Disney Designs. That's an old tag. Looks great though. Man, I love that print. I love the Castle. Castle is my favorite Disney character, other than Figment. Okay, here's something I can list for sure. These Alden dress shoes. Now, when I was looking them up in the store, some of them said Cordovian leather. I'm not positive that these are Cordovian leather, so I need to look that up. Because if they are, that's gonna greatly increase their value. I'm pretty sure shoes were only $3 at this place. So even if they're not, they're still gonna be a great deal. Ooh, okay, these are easy to list. Peony Soft Musk perfume and Reese Witherspoon In Bloom perfume. Those are $5 each. Okay, I'm gonna definitely list those. That's 3 things I got. Ooh, okay. This is another easy thing to list. Placemats, $3. There's supposed to be 6 in here. I'll have to count them. I don't even know how to say this. Why is everything so complicated? Or maybe it's me. Maybe it's my lack of worldly knowledge. Port Murray. Not gonna attempt it. It was $3. I don't remember how much these were going for. I want to say close to 50, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure they're brand newer. Very lightly used, but they're these cork placemats. And they came gift box, which is why I had looked them up. I have sold cork back placemats before. I think they were Pimpernel brand though. But yeah, placemats sometimes are a bolo. I'm not sure about these. These need to be washed. These are Brooks shoes. They're size 9.5. I'm gonna wash these up, soak them in some Oxy, see how they come out. Actually, you know, I'm gonna try them on for me too. Oh yeah, you know what? I might be keeping these. Unless these are worth a lot, I'm probably keeping those shoes for myself. Yeah, we'll see how they wash up. But I have such wide feet, it's hard for me to find shoes used. But yeah, those might look okay after I wash them. I typically don't wear light colored shoes because my feet are so big. It makes them look even bigger, I feel. But those aren't too bad. And I am wearing a pair of Brooks right now. But they're like multicolors, like navy and purple. And yeah, they've been great. And I got those used also. Got real lucky. Okay, then I got these Nike shoes. These are size 10, which I figured I might end up giving these to my son if they're not worth anything, because he's in a size 8 or a 9 right now. Anyway, so I might end up keeping these for my son. He's taller than me now. He's 14. I'm 5'2", so he's probably like 5'3", so he's just like a hair over me. He might be 5'4" on a good day. And every time he's in my vicinity, he has to say, I'm taller than you, I'm taller than you. Okay, good for you. I want you to be taller than me because you do not have the personality of Kevin Hart to pull off being a little guy. So, yeah, good for you. Children. Oh, and then I got these cool looking shoes. I normally don't really find shoes or anything, so to find how many pairs did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. That's insane for me. I normally don't find shoes because they're either dirty or overpriced. Today that was a shoe day, I guess. But anyways, I thought these were like really steampunk looking, so they really caught my eye. These are L'Artiste brands. Yeah, I would say they are artist looking. I like them. I would not be able to fit one toe in these. Yeah, not happening. Cinderella and the ugly stepsister situation going on here. I don't know if I'm Reselling or what's the other one's called. Anyways, might as well be one of them. Anywho, so okay, I feel good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these shoes in the wash. But we've got this, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to list. So yeah, I might get up to almost 10 today. That's pretty good. So whatever's here, this is it. This is all we're gonna be listing today. Not entirely sure how to do these shoes because I'm not really a shoe seller, but this is what I've kind of come up with so we can see the heel and the sides and everything. And I'm going to do lots of different poses for these shoes, all angles, including the inside where we have the name of the shoe and the size, the brand, and then the soles. Wow, these look like, I don't even know if these were worn. And then also I'm going to take measurements of the heel height because that is something that people will ask. Do the best we can here, like that. Here's this guy. I don't remember where this came from. I think this came from a toy bag, but I'm gonna throw that in with the stuff to take care of on Monday. Even though I've had that guy, I'm pretty sure he matches some of that other stuff in there. Okay, I want to make sure I get the box in the picture. And then somehow I'm going to get all 6 of these in there. I might make like a fan display. 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew, I'm starting to sweat it. Hoping I was going to have all 6 in there. There we go. That looks pretty good. Legit don't think these were used either. So I'm going to make sure I put excellent condition on these. Yeah, those look great. Again, what do? We always take measurements. Always be measuring. IBM. I know a lot of resellers don't like to take measurements. I literally do not understand that. As you saw, it took me like 3 seconds to do it, and that will avoid questions later on from somebody else asking, how big are those placemats? Because you know what? These placemats, they are kind of small. There's the name of it, Welsh Dresser. We're trucking along now. Doing the perfumes. One of them was brand new. This other one has been used slightly. You can see that there is a little bit that has been taken out of it. Now, normally I would weigh this on my scale here, but the problem is this is a glass bottle, which significantly adds to the weight. This is supposed to be a 3.4 ounce. When I put it on the scale, it comes to 9.2. If you can't see that, just trust me. Okay? It does you no good to not trust me. Instead of putting it on the scale, what I did is I held up my handy dandy tape measure right next to it so the person can see that there is just like 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch that is missing from this bottle. So that's how I took care of that. Okay, so it's 5:40. I took pictures of 8 items. And I'm going to stop there. I said I was going to stop at 6, but I forgot that I did not get everything cross-listed last night. That's going to take some time. Also, I need to come up with drafts for the stuff that I just pulled out. I briefly looked up these shoes. I am going to keep these. They're not worth anything, but They fit me, so happy about that. And the Nike, same thing. Those are, I'm just gonna clean them up. They're gonna go to my son when he gets into them. PJ pants, those are his. Yeah, so I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and relist my stuff, get my stuff listed. I've got my photos being transferred right now. Okay, so I looked up how to tell if these shoes are shell Cordovian, and I guess it's a certain kind of leather, and good news, they are. So how you tell is if they crease or they get those micro creases. So you know how you see people walking around with like their Nike shoes like they're a duck because they're trying not to crease them? Well, maybe they should get themselves a pair of these because they don't crease. So let me see if I can show you. They don't get those micro creases on like you would see on other shoes. So it just looks basically perfect all the time. So that's incredible for value. It's like, I legit thought these were only gonna be like a $90 pair of shoes, which is a lot, but these might be more close to $400 to $600, which is crazy. So I'm gonna not list these tonight. On Monday, I am going to put the mink oil on them, get them shined up, and retake pictures again because the ones that I'm seeing on here are all very, very shiny. So yeah, I'm not gonna be listing these today, but I should be making some money another day. And they are a good size. They're size 11 and a half. So great size. And I guess that's gonna be it for this week. If you like this video series, please let me know. If you want me to continue doing my life as a reseller, diary, day of my life type videos, please let me know, and maybe I'll do them again. This was a lot of fun. Anyway, so stay tuned. If you're not already, please be subscribed to my channel. Give me a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.